So, Gayle King super tried it with the legend Kobe Bryant. When having a sit down with WNBA player and friend of Kobe's, Lisa Leslie, where they were supposed to be discussing his legacy, Gayle decided to try to tarnish his name by mentioning that bogus allegation that was dismissed back in the early 2000s, so therefore is irrelevant, especially at a time like this. Like, why bring it up? She said that she didn't know what people were talking about and why they were dragging her and were so upset, so let's remind ourselves. She said, and I quote, "His legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge that was dismissed in 2003-2004. And asked Lisa, is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
His legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge. Is it complicated for you?
What kind of question? But shouts out to Lisa Leslie for answering the questions like a champ that she is, while keeping her composure and politely telling Gayle that the media should be more respectful at this time. Like, if you had these type of questions, you should have asked him why he was here and not try to hang it over his head right now.
You had many years to ask him that. The media should be respectful.
That's right, girl. Tell her. Tell her. And this is where I know that even though Gayle is trying to make excuses for what she said, only after getting dragged, is because when Lisa was saying when she was with Kobe, she never saw him like that. He would never violate a woman or be aggressive, and he wasn't like the other guys that she knows.
I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that.
Gayle was like, well, you wouldn't have saw it because he was your friend. Gayle, you said those words. It came out of your mouth. So how can she blame the network?
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And when Lisa reminded Gayle that the case was dismissed, Gayle said something like, yeah, only because the woman refused to testify.
I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, with the cases, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify.
And personally speaking, I know how to kind of read people's characters, and you could just look at Kobe and see that he's really a nice guy and he's not about what these accusations claim to be, okay? You can see that he's very respectful and bubbly and not what Gayle is trying to make him out to be, period. And plus, Gayle even said, is it even a fair question to talk about it considering that he's no longer with us and it's been resolved, or is it a part of his history?
Is it even a fair question to talk about it considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved?
That shows that she knew that any of her ill statements and questions about it didn't have to be said. And if she wasn't getting so much backlash, she would not be capping right now. She needs to stop trying to put actual good black men down and put some respect on Kobe's name, period. I mean, Gayle, would you do this to your actual guilty white counterparts? I'm just saying.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you, people will troll you, it'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's, to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things. His career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear. And at the end, when she said it's time to leave it alone, as I said, I thought that was powerful. And I insisted that part be in the interview because I thought that it put a nice button on that part of the conversation. When the interview aired, we got a great reaction to it. I talked to Lisa last night. I believe that Lisa was okay with the interview. And I felt really good about the interview. Really good about the interview. So for the network to take the most salacious part when taken out of context and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview is very upsetting to me, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with them. And there will be a very intense discussion about that. I also want to say this. I have been with Kobe Bryant on many social occasions. He was very kind and very warm to me, and I felt that we had a friendly relationship. I too am mourning his loss, just like everybody else. I still am shocked by it. It's tragic and untimely, and the last thing I would want to do is disparage him at this particular time. And I hope people understand that. And that's why I'm taking this time to speak to you directly. I've never done one of these before. I've never done one of these before, but this was so important to me that I felt I had to say something. I don't want to sit up on a set and read a prepared remark. I wanted you to hear exactly where I'm coming from and how I'm feeling, and to let everybody know that no disrespect intended. And now I've got to go to work. I thank you for listening.
But what are y'all thinking though? Leave your thoughts below. And wait, hold up. Guess who's having a shirt sale, y'all? TalkYoShirt.com. All the shirts are on clearance to make room for some new designs, so get them while you can. There's only a limited inventory, okay? The shirts have some positive messages, and most importantly, you'll be supporting a small Black business. As you can see, the shirts are prepackaged and ready for shipment. There's no waiting around. You will definitely receive your tracking number within 2 to 24 hours. Guaranteed. There's no playing with your orders, okay? So what are you waiting for? Shop at www.talkyoShirt.com. That's TalkYoShirt.com. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more. And don't forget to hit that bell to join the notification gang. PettyBlog.com signing off.